Hi, I'm Shri and I like to live creatively.
Shree's Art.
Today I'm going to teach you how to draw your very own unicorn latte and color it in using colorful pens and watercolor pencils. And bring some of that unicorn magic into your homes. Let's get started! For this project, you're going to need a Sharpie marker. I used Pigma Micron fine liners, but any thin pen would work for this project. I also used these Micron colorful pens, which have very fun eyeliner-like nibs, which make it really easy for getting different widths of lines, as you can see in this demonstration. You can even go super fine. I also used a regular pencil, and that's what I'm going to start with today. I cut a paper to 5 by 7, and I'm going to use this pencil to start with the icing of my unicorn latte. So grab your supplies and follow along. Start at the top of the page, somewhere around the middle, and add the top of your icing. Then add bumps to either side and make sure that the bumps on the left and the right kind of align. Continue this for 3 or 4 different icing bumps. Connect both of the bumps with a gentle smiley face-like shape. On either side of the smiley face, add another little bump that's the rim of the cup, and then connect that with a smiley face. Now the reason I don't go in directly with marker is so that I can make little corrections along the way. Connect the left and the right points of your icing with a squiggly line. This gives it the icing effect. Now we're going to add our unicorn horn. So we're going to add a triangular shape to the top right side of our icing. I'm going to connect the left and the right side of the triangular shape with, again, gentle smiley faces. This gives the triangular shape a little bit of a 3D effect. Now for the straw, I'm adding 2 straight lines and I'm connecting it with a gentle oval, again giving it a slight 3D effect. I'm now moving down to the bottom and I'm adding the cup. So I'm going in and adding diagonal lines at the bottom, and of course I made mine a little too diagonal, so I went back in and fixed it. You can also use a ruler for this if you're not good at straight lines. And now I'm going to connect the bottom of this cup with a smiley face in the same kind of height and width and flow of the smiley face above at the top of the cup. And that gives your cup a bit of a 3D effect. Now I'm going to draw a logo in the middle. I know that the unicorn latte was popularized by Starbucks, but we are not going to be drawing the Starbucks logo. I'm actually just going to teach you how to draw a unicorn. So we're going to start with the nose, kind of like a backwards C. And to the top of that, I'm going to add another little bump. And that little area is where we're going to put the eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the eye. I'm going to add a big circle, a couple of eyelashes, and I'm going to add a little circle inside, and that will be the eyeball. Now on top, I'm going to start adding in the hair and the other aspects. So for the hair, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add these little wave-like shapes. So you can draw a little gentle S and another gentle S, and you connect those together. And I'm going to draw horns similar to the unicorn horn on the cup. So I'm going to draw a triangle and connect them with little teeny tiny smiley faces. Now I'm going to continue drawing these wavy-like hair forms, and I'm going to draw quite a few of them. I've added a little ear to the top. I'm going to add a line from the bottom of that backward C down to the bottom, and that will be the neck. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of the mane of the unicorn with lots of these little waves, and that's going to be the unicorn hands. And now I think we're actually ready to go in with marker. So I'm going to do this really quick, but I just used my Sharpie marker and I went in and I went over all of my different lines. Now for the center unicorn details, I'm going in with my Micron fine liner. For the eyeball, I left a little white spot in there. It makes it look a little 3D and cartoonish. Now I'm going to add some fun elements. I've added little heart sprinkles and also little rectangle sprinkles throughout my icing. I think it looks super cute. I'm also going to add some squiggly lines throughout the bottom of the cup using my thin liner, and this is kind of to depict the colorful unicorn-like effect of the Starbucks unicorn latte. Now I'm just going to go back and erase all of my old pencil lines. And now you're ready to color. So I'm using my fun eyeliner-like pens and I'm coloring the hearts in pink, and I'm basically just mixing up the colors and keeping things a lot of fun. For the squigglies, I alternated colors and I kind of got a little gradient going with orange and pink and purple and blue, and that was kind of to capture the whole Starbucks Unicorn Latte look, and that's also why I made the straw green. Now I'm using this water pen that I got from maybe Curry's or Dollarama or Michael's, and it basically holds water inside. I'm also using all of these watercolor pencils. Now this is where the fun begins. So I'm using the pencils and I'm coloring it in, and then I'm going over it with my water pen. This really makes the pigment super strong, and it helps you blend all of those colors out. So you don't have to do that much work with the actual watercolor pencil. All of these watercolor supplies together cost me less than $10. Color to your heart's content and you'll end up with something that looks like this.
If you like what you see and you would like to see more, make sure you check me out at www.trees-arts.com. Also, make sure you subscribe using the link down below and click on the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Talk to you soon!